Hi everyone.
Good morning.
Today we're making one of our new recipes.
Yes.
Blueberry muffins. I mean, who doesn't love a blueberry muffin?
And I'm super happy with how these turned out because they're kind of a bit light and fluffy and more, I really like the texture of them. Do you?
They're delicious. And from what I can tell, they're pretty easy to make.
Yes.
Even I've made them once.
Yeah.
Everything goes in the blender.
Yeah, so they honestly couldn't be easier to make, but I'll just go through our ingredients that we're going to use. So we've got some butter and some cream cheese that we've just softened a little bit. We've got some eggs, baking powder, vanilla, blueberries. Now we're just using frozen blueberries. I think that's probably the best option, and I really like that you can usually get organic frozen ones a lot cheaper than like organic fresh ones, but if fresh or frozen will work.
At the moment, blueberries are expensive, so you probably want to go with frozen.
Okay, and then we're going to use a combination of coconut flour and almond flour, and then we've got the sucrin monk fruit that we're using for our sweetener, which is a 1-for-1 sugar replacement. So what we're going some lemon zest, which I think adds a really nice flavour.
It makes it.
So we're just going to put everything in the blender except the blueberries because we want them to stay whole. We don't want to blend them up, otherwise we'll have like a purple batter. Literally just put everything in the blender, blend it until you get a really nice muffin batter, and then we'll pop the batter into a bowl, stir in the blueberries, and then pop them into our muffin molds.
So we've got the oven preheating to 160 degrees Celsius, which is
320?
320, Erika knows. 320 Fahrenheit.
So I usually just put the eggs in the bottom first because that's kind of the most liquidy thing and it will help it blend up, but I'm just going to pop everything else in. So we've got some butter. Probably want to normally cube that up a bit.
It was already soft though. We'd left it out kind of overnight, so it was a bit hard to kind of cut it, so I just went with it. So if you've watched us make any of our muffins before, you will know that we love the silicone muffin trays. They have saved a lot of anguish in our house around trying to get muffins out of muffin tins. They pop out. You really can just kind of pop them out. They come out clean. There's no need to kind of spray them with oil or butter or anything to get them out. They just seem to come out quite easily from the silicone muffin tray. So you probably already know, but we really love silicone muffin trays.
Yeah, and our muffin trays are actually quite large. So this gives you 6 big muffins, but you could certainly probably get 8 or 10 smaller ones if your muffin tray was a little bit smaller or you wanted like a smaller kind of snack.
These ones are weird. I think we bought them in the US, did we?
Yeah, I don't know why there's 5.
They're 5. I mean, who makes 5 muffins? So,
but I like the shape of them.
yes, and they give a good muffin. Like it's a decent portion with the size that we get.
So I'm literally just putting everything in. So we've got eggs, butter, cream cheese, some baking powder, vanilla, coconut flour, almond flour, and just some sweetener. And as per usual, the recipe is in the description below, the full recipe with all of the measurements and everything.
You will also probably know sucrin is our preferred sweetener, but you can use any 1-for-1 sugar replacement. So the Lakanto one that you can buy at the supermarket, or any of the ones that you can buy at the supermarket that suit you.
Yeah, and you could probably even dial the sweetener back a little bit in this recipe if you preferred it not as sweet. Like it does make a nice sweet muffin, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to the house smelling like blueberry muffins.
So we have got all of our muffin ingredients in here, and now we're just going to blend it up until it's all smooth and the butter and cream cheese is all completely combined with the other ingredients. Okay, so we've just blended that for a couple of minutes and you can see it's like a really smooth and thick kind of muffin batter, and we're just going to pop it into a bowl. I know this step's probably a little bit annoying, but I tried stirring the blueberries in the blender and it's not very easy. But you could maybe just distribute the blueberries between the muffin molds and pour it on top. But I like doing it this way, so you can mix the blueberries through. Okay, so we've got our super easy muffin batter. Now we're just going to pop in the muffins and kind of pop in the blueberries and kind of gently stir them through, and then we'll divide the mixture up between our muffin cups. So if you're not using silicone ones, you definitely will want to probably grease and line them, because with keto baked goods it does tend to stick. So definitely worth investing in some silicone molds. You can get them from Kmart pretty affordably.
And they are honestly totally worth it.
So I'm just going to divide our mixture up between our 6 muffin cups. As I said, these are going to be like nice and big muffins, but you could certainly make smaller ones.
I will say, when I did it, I didn't do it this way, because we've got the muffin molds that are 5. I did 5 and 1.
Did you?
I did, but this makes more sense.
Well, I just thought then they're in like the
middle, yeah.
Yeah, and they kind of got each other for support in the oven.
I don't think the muffins have feelings, Erika.
No, but also if you have one on its own, it's probably cooking at a different temperature than the others.
I still ate them all, they were delicious.
I mean, if you wanted as well, you could, like, I probably should have kept some blueberries on the top to make them look nice. But you can see they're going to be nice and big, and they go golden, nice and golden brown as well. So
they go in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. Always with keto baked goods as well, you need to keep an eye on them, because the almond flour can brown quite quickly. So all ovens are different. Ours is a little bit temperamental, and I'm pretty sure most people find the same thing. So just keep an eye on them. Don't just say you said 30 minutes. Just keep a bit of an eye on them. We like to turn them too.
And also make sure, you know, that they're cooked through, not just brown on the top, because sometimes they can still be a little bit moist inside. But let's pop them in the oven and get this house smelling like muffins.
Blueberries.
Muffins.
So exciting. Don't get to try one?
Of course. That little one.
Well, I wasn't sure, because Erika's got to take the photos for the website. I wasn't sure if she was going to let me try one or not. So I'm very excited. This one?
Yeah. They smell really good. And as you can see, they're like a decent size muffin, but I love the texture of them.
And they've been cooling for a while, so they're probably like the perfect kind of temp now.
So I just left them for about 5 minutes to cool in the muffin tray, and then after 5 minutes I just put them out onto the rack to cool down completely. But they're probably nice served room temperature or a little bit warm. Like if you store them in the fridge, you probably just want to give them 10 seconds or something in the microwave before you eat it.
When I've been taking them to work, I've just zapped them just to kind of, you probably want to store them in the fridge, but you want to take the edge off that coldness. They are so good.
The lemon in it is so delicious. It really gives it a nice flavour. I think you like it. Anyway, this is one of our newest recipes, guys, and we were super excited with how delicious it is. So definitely give it a try. I think you're going to love it.
Make sure you click the thumbs up button if you've liked this video. You're going to give these a try. Give us a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, guys.
Bye.
Oh my God.